Okay, we are here with Andrew Ian Dodge. Andrew, how are you finding CPAC this year?
Interesting. It's fascinating. It's always fascinating, but this year is specifically interesting. And I can't wait. I know what's going to happen next. Well, I sort of do, but bring it on.
Well, now how many times have you been at CPAC so far?
I think I've been 5 or 6 times. I came a couple times in the 90s, I believe, and this is my 3rd year in the audience.
Now, how has CPAC changed over the years?
It's a hell of a lot more fun. There are a lot, well, obviously I'm a married man and I'd like to say that, but there are a lot more attractive young things of both sexes for those interested in finding a suitable conservative partner, shall we say. And there have been a lot better parties. People are more laid back, fewer ties, fewer buttons. It's less of going to church on a Sunday and more like going to a rally to make us all feel good. So we leave here tuned up, ready to go, and that's what it needs to be. It needs to be a pep rally for all conservatives, rather than just saying how bad things are. There's a positive attitude.
Now, would you say that last year at CPAC there was a lot of energy because of the Scott Brown win? Now we have the victory in the November elections. It seems to me that the energy is through the roof here.
It is. It's amazing. And despite all the boycotts and all the stupidity and the pathetic stupidity of the boycott, there are going to be more people here. They're more interesting. There are more events. There are more panels. This is a record-breaking year. So, as someone said, as they say in modern parlance, boycott, epic fail.
Now, I am a very social conservative, very conservative Catholic, but I've always been of the belief that if you have a case to make and it's a good case, you come and you make it. Would you say it was probably a bad strategy decision?
It's a tactical error, and I think it's unfortunate that people like Jim DeMint are not here, because it makes it look like he's in tune with the extreme. And people like Joseph Farah are extremists. Anybody who says, first of all, you can't be conservative if you're gay, well, what next? You can't be conservative if you're a musician. You can't be conservative if you're a writer. You can't be conservative if you have long hair. It gets silly. Why are we limiting the pool of conservatives when in fact we need to expand our base? The right eats its own, the left get along to win elections. We need to learn that lesson, and people like those people boycotting have got to stop it, make their case, and stop like acting like adolescent teenagers who think other people have cooties. It's ridiculous.
Now, this film is going to go up probably later tonight, and you have an event going on tomorrow that...
it's a World Tour tomorrow. It's at noon. Bank of CAVI is doing it. Kevin Fever is we're going to have...
Now, can you explain what Bank of CAVI is?
It's a collection of people under an umbrella that Bank of CAVI gets us to conference, and we're expected to do a panel with him or two. And we've been doing it for the last 2 years. And it's going to be a bit like Frost Nixon, except I'm obviously not Nixon because I haven't been impeached or almost impeached. But it's going to be a very informal format about politics and conservatism in the Northeast, and where to go from here.
Now, in the Northeast, we've seen some big conservative wins in New Hampshire. In Massachusetts, although we were shut out on the statewide side, we did win 15 seats in the legislature, other than the one that people are trying to steal. It's been sent back to another election in the Worcester 6th. Do you think that the people who have tried to say that conservatism and Republicans can't win, the no labels crowd, for example, are just whistling Dixie when it comes to what they're saying?
I think it is. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen, obviously, with LePage being the fact that he's endorsed snow, obviously. And the Republicans have the House and the Senate in Maine, and there are some proposals that worry us, and there's some very interesting proposals. And who knows? Who knows? I mean, I think it's incredibly short-sighted and silly to primary Scott Brown, because he's pretty much the best you're going to get in Massachusetts. I mean, it looks like Massachusetts is reverted back to being more left than Maine. Who knows? 2012 is going to be an incredibly interesting year politically, and I hope to be there, and I hope to be part of making it interesting. because the best thing to turn off people from voting and getting involved is it being boring. And we as conservatives have got to step up, got to make sure we have interesting candidates, we keep people engaged, because it worked with Obama, and we can't blow this momentum. We really can't. And the Republicans are in danger of doing it.
All right, well, Andrew Ian Dodge, thanks a lot for being on the Field Guide to Bloggers again. And where can people find you again?
www.andrewiandodge.com, Washington Examiner, Pajamas Media.
So you don't get around, do you?
No, yeah, an author of Fan Growing Old Disgracefully. Yeah, you can type in my name and you'll find a lot of stuff.
All right.